What's a scientific fact that creeps you out? Your brain is making decisions before you are even aware of the decisions it has made. It also makes decisions based off of learned behavior and you just go along with it. Caterpillars turn completely into goo in their cocoon, and then become a butterfly. Because of some pesticides used, roaches won't go anywhere near a meth lab. A fever is your body way of saying, we don't negotiate with terrorists. We either destroy the enemy or we die with them. Quote. That there are little crab-like things crawling on your face. That the only reason you are a functional human is that your DNA is so tangled that entire sections can't get decoded and screw it up. A gamma-ray burst could wipe out all life on Earth instantly with no warning. The sudden urge to jump off of a very high height. You can be physically and mentally stable to the greatest degree and still have this feeling when it's such a high height. Just how big of a number a mole actually is. You get and cure cancer in your own body thousands of times a day. Doctors, scientists are barely keeping up with the influenza virus. It keeps on mutating rapidly. It really wants to get inside you. Thinking about how breathing and lungs work freaks me out. Once I start thinking about it, all I can think about is my breathing, and then I have to force myself to stop thinking about it. The mantis shrimp can see colors that our eyes aren't capable of perceiving. Think about that. What else are we just not capable of sensing? Your brain literally creates your own reality and your senses and body just go along with it. When the Titanic sank, none of the shoes decomposed, so there's a ton of shoes at the bottom of the ocean. Spider webs were used as bandages in ancient times. The first AI that can successfully pass the Turing test would be able to pretend that it couldn't. After being decapitated, there's still few seconds of brain activity that happen before you snuff out. There is more microorganisms on your body than people in Earth. The existence of prions. A doctor once told me, on average every human has 3 anomalies. Not all are visible. Apparently, the following statement creeps others out. Your bones are wet. We know more about the moon than we do our own oceans. The sun will eventually die out. Rogue black holes. There are black holes that just are floating around in space and potentially fucking up solar system just by passing through it. I could be drinking the same water that my extremely far relative drank back in like the 1800s. The average number of legs for the human population is less than 2. It's rare, but you can die at any moment for literally no reason at all. Your body just stops working. I had a professor in college who said that if you weren't terrified about the concept of entropy, you didn't fully understand it. The grand scale and size of the universe never fails to instill Lovecraftian anxiety in me. Your skeleton isn't inside of you, you're inside of your skeleton. That all of the COVID-19 virus that exists, and has killed millions, would fit inside a Coke can. If the magnetism between protons and electrons weakens a tiny bit, matter disintegrates like a Thanos snapping his fingers. You can be convinced you committed a crime. You can also give false confessions. How many other living things are on you and in you every second? That 99% of all life that has ever existed has gone extinct. The fact that we exist. Literally everything that you know or feel or experience in total is just a series of electric impulses and nothing else. When a president declares a national state of emergency, the law prohibiting medical experiments on unwilling human subjects is suspended. That there is really no such thing as a permanent scientific fact. Flies take a dump every time they land. That we are just matter realizing itself. We only have solid knowledge on about 10 to 15% of the ocean. There is a fungus that turns ants into zombies. And when they die, it will be in the best position to spread more of the spores. That the photons and electrons act differently when there is an observer. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.